Okay, ladies and gents, welcome. How's everybody doing out there? It's time for our weekly wrestling chat, wrestling video here on CM42 TV. And I tell you something, this week I've been kind of struggling, not just, this week, but just in general, been struggling to, really find individual things to chat about every single week because not that there's nothing going on in wrestling, but it's always like it seems like everything's just turned down a little bit, because of the constant performance center shows and the current situation that we're in. It's always kind of slowing down things. And then, for example, last week we had the big news of all the releases and that sort of thing, and Money in the Bank, going to be on the roof of Titan Towers. That was, a lot. It was like big news, so I was like, right, okay, let's talk about that. But that was like a last minute sort of thing. And then of course you get the pay-per-views and that sort of thing. But in terms of week to week, usually it's like this person returned here, or this championship has changed hands here, or this is the new main event here. This is my predictions for this. And right now it just feels a bit, middle of the road. Now it's like Nia Jax is back. Yes, and everyone's going on about how she's dangerous because she nearly broke Kairi Sane's neck or whatever. And I mean, to be fair, we've known this for a while now. Do you know what I mean? I've given up on Nia Jax a long time ago. I thought maybe I could get behind her around WrestleMania 34 when she was wrestling Alexa Bliss and she won the title and stuff like that. And she was being like a babyface and that sort of thing. And then they called up Ember Moon to be a tag partner. And I thought, okay, here we go. This is like a babyface, new female star. And she's just always annoyed me. And she's always been dangerous. That and who's the other one? The person in NXT. Xia Li, I think it is. She's injured like 6 people, and I'm like, why are we still doing this? But then obviously there's the argument of it's not ballet, like get over it. I think wrestling is dangerous. But then I guess make the argument to Bret Hart, maybe then he'll have a go at you for that. But anyway, let's not talk about it anymore. So Nia Jax came back, and then this week Jinder Mahal is back. Don't hinder Jinder. Thank the Lord he's back. That'll boost the ratings. I don't know. Listen, the ratings are. The couch keeps making noises. The ratings are what they're going to be, for the next little while. There's nothing we can do about them, So let's just stick with it as they are. And you know what? Like Drew's doing a really good job as being the champion and being the anchor. In his match with Seth is going to be really good, and that contract signing was really good, and even Raw was. I mean, all things considered, there was a good episode last night. Like really good 6-man tag with Aleister Black, Rey Mysterio, and Apollo Crews versus Zelina Vega's gang. I like that we have this sort of like this wee mini faction, because it was going to be the Rollins faction, but then the AOP are injured again, so now it's just Rollins on his own, then Buddy Murphy's just kind of his pal now. So I like the idea we're going with a faction and it's Zelina Vega's gang, that's cool. So I thought Raw was really good last night. Then Apollo Crews and Andrade had a really good match for the US title. And I read on Twitter before I saw the match, so I woke up this morning and checked Twitter and I saw what happened, and then I came down to watch Raw. And I saw on Twitter that Apollo Crews is no longer going to be in the Money in the Bank. And I was like, right. So what's happened there is obviously another injury, and it's a shame because he can't catch a break. Do you know what I mean? He's so talented. One of those people that have unlimited potential. Just so athletic and a great moveset, and he's got a good look, and he looks different, and there's a good vibe, Obviously he's just not got that same character as maybe he needs to, and he doesn't have his, the height of a personality as maybe he needs to be a big, megastar in WWE. But he's a great wrestler, and he's proven he's a great wrestler time and time again, but every so often it's like we're going to go with him and then we kind of lose faith, and then the push is over. And then it's like, okay, and then we're going to go with him and then he gets put in a tag team and the tag team doesn't work. And then we're going to go with him and then he gets injured. Then we're going to go with him in a title match and he just loses for no reason. And all that sort of stuff. It's almost like we're trying and it just doesn't happen every single time, which is a shame for him because he seems like a really nice guy as well. So I thought this is going to be good. They're going to put him in the Money in the Bank, put him in with Rey Mysterio and Aleister Black and Daniel Bryan and King Corbin, big names, And then he gets injured, and I was like, okay, that's a shame. He's just hurt his knee. And then watching the match with Andrade on Raw, it was a work thing. Like he did a moonsault off the apron, which is ridiculous, hurts his knee. And then I thought, well, that's going to be the end of the match. But they go to a commercial break, they come back, and Andrade's just working on it. So it's like, all right, well, it's part of it's part of the angle, you know what I mean? It's just someone who qualified, never get in because he hurt his knee, and then that was it. Maybe it was the plan all along to get Murphy in, or to get MVP in, these people who lost, by also giving Andrade, Apollo Crews the rub by getting the victory in the first place. You can say, like, he qualified for the match. It's just a shame he never got into it. But he has to be replaced by MVP, or he has to be replaced by Buddy Murphy. And I don't think that's a bad idea at all. However, I was thinking, right, okay, well, there's other ways you can go about that. You can just put them in. You don't have to take someone out of the match for that to happen. So that was a bit confusing. Like, they got him the win and they kept talking about how he's going to be, you know, he's a great chance he's going to win this match. And I can't believe he beat MVP last week. And, you know, they brought him out at the start of the VIP lounge in the same company as Ray and Aleister Black and that sort of thing. And he got the win against Andrade in the tag match. And he got, you know, the title match. It's like they're setting all these things up, and then if it's almost like it didn't even matter, you know. There's lots of things that happen in WWE that end up not mattering whatsoever, so whatever. That's fine. So poor Apollo Crews, I don't know what's happening there. Maybe it's going to be like he's going to defy the management and he's going to show up anyway and win the match. Maybe that's it. But I just thought that was a bit strange. But, you know, there's loads and loads of people who they do that with, and it's just like, are you going to go with them or not? And I guess a lot of times they don't. So, I don't know. It's an interesting time. Again, Money in the Bank is going to be really, really interesting. It's going to be funny how it all works. And I have no idea who's going to win. Usually at this point I'm always like, yes, I know who's going to win Money in the Bank. I can have an idea. Or at least I can give you 3 of the names that are potential winners. I guess I could do that. Aleister Black could win it easily. Daniel Bryan could win it easily and get back up to the main event. But I think he's going to pass that. Or you could give it to Corbin again, but the problem with Corbin is he's already done it, you know, and then, you know, what happened last time, he failed because it was Jinder, and don't hinder Jinder. Jinder rolled him up, and then Corbin went in that feud with John Cena, and Cena beat him in 10 minutes, and that was the end of that feud. And just sometimes you question it, you go, what is going on? You know what I mean? What is the purpose behind this? Again, another thing, what is the purpose behind this? SmackDown this past week, there was this 25 years of Triple H celebration. It was really cool. They did this celebration and they talked about all his best moments and that sort of thing. And Triple H came out and gave this speech, and Shawn Michaels came out and they did like a DX kind of skit in the ring, and I thought it was quite funny, and that was fine. And they did this really funny thing with FaceTime, like Ric Flair FaceTimed him and started crying, and then Stephanie McMahon FaceTimed and started shouting at Shawn and all that stuff. Fine, good segment to, you know, to end the show. But then Shawn starts talking about like bad things in Triple H's career, and goes, we haven't even got to the Katie Vick line yet, right? And I thought that was the gag, like they mentioned Katie Vick, oh god. And then Vince comes out and then mentions Katie Vick again, as if like Shawn ruined the pop, you know. Shawn ruined the gag, you know what I mean? I thought it was really random, a really, really random segment. The Vince thing was really strange. He talked about the Bailey This Is Your Life thing, which I remember, which I kind of forgot about, you know what I mean, because it was so bad at the time. But it doesn't go down as one of those like really, really bad segments. Everybody's just kind of blocked out and went, okay, well that didn't work, you know. But Vince brought it up randomly as if it was Triple H's fault, and then went, it's not Bailey's fault, by the way. And like, why was that even a thing? I don't know. That was such a weird segment. But congratulations to Triple H for 25 years. It was nice seeing Vince though. That's what I was going to. I know I was forgetting to say something. I think we need an authority figure on the shows, whether it be a GM or a commissioner or something. And I was going to suggest MVP being the general manager of Raw, and then have Paige come back as the general manager of SmackDown, because she never really left. It was when the McMahons and Triple H are going to start listening to the audience. Come on. And that lasted for 2 weeks, which is a shame. I understand. I know the trials and tribulations of that, but I think that we should have an authority figure. No idea why they released Kurt Angle a couple of weeks ago. They could have just brought him back to do that. He was always a big name to have in the show and stuff, but MVP is really good at that sort of thing. I think he's kind of like a tweener, isn't he? Like, is he a heel or is he a face? But I guess he's more of a heel. But he could have the VIP lounge every single week because he's the GM, he's in charge, and then he could announce matches on there. I think that would be good, and then Paige was good at that when she was doing it, so that's cool. That was all. I guess I'm just trying to clutch at straws to try and think of things to talk about this week for our weekly wrestling report here on CM42 TV. Another thing is that I'm reading this. I don't know if I've talked about it yet, but I'm reading this Under the Black Hat. I think I talked about it on a live stream, which I'd love to do more of, by the way. So if you ever see me live, please tune in. And I've been reading this Under the Black Hat. My Life in WWE and Beyond. Jim Ross, the voice of wrestling, with Paul O'Brien. And I'll tell you something, at first, I was a bit kind of like, so they talked this book up like mad, like on the podcasts and on AEW Dynamite and that sort of thing. And rightfully so, you should be promoting your product and that sort of thing. JR's always been good at selling his stuff. And I was really excited to read it, and I must say the first couple of chapters, I was like, oh, I've heard all these stories a million times before, like Austin taking his bottle and going home, or the main event of WrestleMania 17, or Rock and Hogan, and I've heard these stories a million times. But then, once they got past the second Bell's palsy thing, when they did like they kept just taking the mick out of him every week, and it ended up being a lot of bullying and that sort of thing. And they were trying to get him off TV, and they brought in Joey Styles, and Vince wasn't happy with Joey Styles, so they brought back JR, and it was just kind of like a placeholder and that sort of thing. And they moved him to SmackDown, all that stuff. Never really heard those stories before, and I've just read the chapter, and when he goes to Dixie Carter's ranch and talked to TNA about coming in around 2010 sort of time, talked about not calling the Undertaker and Shawn Michaels match at WrestleMania 26, and I knew that was the thing. I knew they were trying to get him there, and Vince just went, no, we're not having him on the show for that. But I didn't know was that they flew him all the way to Arizona for that show, told him he was going to do the match, and then the night before, when he was in the bar and he was buzzing and he was talking to all his pals and stuff, Kevin Dunn just tells him, nah, you don't look well enough. We still think you're struggling from Bell's palsy. You don't look well enough to be on WrestleMania. The day before WrestleMania. I didn't know that. That's one awful story. And then Taker and Michaels were raging apparently, and then they all had like a drink or whatever after the show, which is a nice wee story. So yeah, there's loads of stories in there that I didn't know, so I'd recommend checking it out. It's a good book. I've still got a wee bit to go. As you can see, my little Hydro VIP Lounge MVP bookmark. But I've got a little while to go. We're in around 2011, just after the feud with Michael Cole, which, as you can imagine, he wasn't the biggest fan of. But I'm taking a look here. He's talking about NXT coming up soon. I hope he goes to the New Japan stuff. I hope they mention AEW, but who knows? I don't know if he'll go that far. I know he's going to talk about his wife soon, which is going to be heartbreaking. So yeah, there you go, Under the Black Hat, highly recommended. Lots of stories I didn't know in the book. So yeah, that's it for this week. I had really no idea what to chat about, but there you go. There's some wrestling thoughts for this week. Remember, I have a new wrestling podcast, by the way, if you want to hear some more wrestling chat, every single Sunday on all of your favourite podcasting outlets, Spotify, Apple Podcasts, Pocket Casts, Anchor, all those places. It's called The Wrestling Connection. I've been posting a few videos here on CM42 TV, but it also has its own YouTube channel, and it has the full episodes and excerpts from the episodes if you can't listen to the full thing. I've taken individual stories and moments from the episodes and uploaded them separately. If you can just listen to 20 minutes here or 16 minutes here, you can do that. And we're on Twitter at WrestleConnect1, on Instagram at WrestleConnection. Please tune in if you love wrestling, if you've been connected by wrestling in any way. It's a generic wrestling podcast that brings in positivity to the wrestling world, so please tune in every Sunday. And yeah, back here next Tuesday for some more wrestling chat, right here on CM42 TV. Thanks so much. Take care of yourselves. Have a good week, everybody. I'll see you all next time.